Alright, finally got a half decent day to show you guys some of the wiring as you were asking for the custom bed lighting, the LED bed lighting. I know we call this a nice day around here, seems like nowadays. But just to review, what we have is the door jamb switch is set up here. This is the new door jamb switch that I installed. It's a little bit more waterproof, a little bit more durable. It looks like it's actually a lot nicer looking too. Works the same way. When it's in, lights go out. When it's out, lights come on. As you can see up in the right corner there, we installed an override switch, which now if the bed's down, if the tailgate's down, you know, if I'm riding around with a load that requires me to put the tailgate down, if there's not enough room in my bed, or if I have to pull the quad or something like that, I have an override switch now that will enable me to shut the lights off, so I'm not blinding people or wasting the hours on my LEDs, which I'll probably never hit anyway. Again, we have 3 4-foot strips of LEDs, one on each side and then one in the back facing towards the opening here, which I'm still not sure how I'm gonna like. I haven't tried with the backflip all the way open to see what it's like, but it shouldn't be too bad. I think if anybody's interested in trying this, if you're going to be looking at the links that I provided, or the looking for the companies that I gave you, I would suggest just trying 2 LED lights, one on each side, and see if that works. Maybe 2 4-foot strips if you really think you need it. Maybe get a 4.5-foot strip. But I wouldn't start out with 3. I would just start out with 2 and see if it's enough light for you. You can always add the 3rd later if you want. 15 bucks, you save yourself 15 bucks. But we'll go up front, show you the wiring that brings power back to the lights. If you look under here, right in between the bed and the cab, if you look up there, you'll see like a gray hose barb. That's the drain for my backflip bed cover. There's a small black wire that leads right to that. That's coming out of the same bed plug that the plugs up in the front of the bed. That's where that leads to. The wire goes right through that and then wires into the lights right at the bulkhead of the bed and the cab. Then the wire comes down into this loom and basically runs all the way to the front of the truck. I gotta cut that zip tie, but you get the idea. So it runs all the way to the front, comes up right under here. You can see it coming up and out of this loom here. You got to be real careful. If you are going to run it into the looms or into the factory harnesses, be very careful that you don't cut any of the factory cables, factory wires. It runs inside here, up in front of the radiator, and then comes across the front of the radiator here, and then starts zip tying to this loom. You can see it comes out here, loops out here, and then ties right into this. And that's it, man. There'll be an inline fuse in there. Now that I know everything's working, I'll be putting a 10 amp inline fuse in there and we'll be done.